Hello, everyone. I'm Hilario from NBC 10. Welcome back to a Food Podcast, the place you can come to listen about all of the great things happening on the local food scene, the wonderful restaurants we have, the great companies making local food products, the fun community events that feature local cuisine. I'm joined now by Michelle Politano and Alyssa Danielson. I only asked her 3 times before we started, but I'm so mesmerized by their food and beverages that I had a brain moment there. But they're from Pianta, an all-vegan restaurant on Federal Hill. So thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having us.
So Michelle, let's start with you. How did you come up with this idea?
Oh man, I feel like this has been a dream of mine for a really long time. I've been cooking my whole life. I became vegan and started experimenting with vegan food and absolutely fell in love with the whole process. And just as this is my creative outlet, this is what I was made to do.
Yeah. Do you feel like we've come a long way when it comes to vegan?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Like even people, if they said that they tried something 5 years ago, I'm like, try something again. Like the scene is changing. The products are incredible. The way that they mimic the product, the traditional version of products is just, it's an amazing thing to be a part of these days.
Yeah, so tell us about what you've got on your menu and kind of what people can experience when they come there.
Sure, so we're Italian inspired but very seasonal. So right now it's summertime, so we have a lot of seafood inspired dishes like a clam strip po' boy, a crab cake platter. We have a lot of Mexican influence. We have tacos and something we call our hot girl taco bowl, which is a really fun, healthy, fresh summer item. But yeah, very seasonal, really fresh, and really innovative. We have, like I said, clam strips that are completely vegan and truly taste like clam strips. It's pretty wild what's coming out of our kitchen, but it's really fun.
Yeah, I've had some of your Italian stuff that you made before, a pasta dish and an eggplant, and it's all just so amazing.
Thank you so much. That's where my roots come from, so I gotta nail it on the Italian stuff.
Yeah. And how is it easy or hard to come up with a dish that's, all vegan, that's something that's traditional that people would want to eat?
I feel like it's part of who I am. So I love the creative process. I think more so tapping out of the business owner mentality and into the creative process is the hard time. But when I'm in the creative process, oh gosh, there's more ideas than any menu could ever hold. So. Yeah.
And what's the response kind of been from people in the community?
It's been wild. I mean, it's been amazing. We have the best customers in the entire world. I have moments every single day where I'm just so humbled by the kind things that people say. We're also very accommodating of allergies. So we get a lot of people that can find a safe space to eat, which is really important too. We're completely nut-free and we have a ton of gluten-free, soy-free, sesame options on the menu. We're also kosher. But the feedback has been, overwhelmingly amazing. We're very grateful and humbled all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. I know a lot of people don't eat dairy and don't eat cheese. So vegan cheese, you hear sometimes, it's not that good, but I think it's come a long way.
Yeah, and I think it's all how you use it, and what you do with it, and knowing your ingredients and knowing how they, mix with other things to create exactly, the flavors that you're aiming for.
What would you say is kind of the most popular item on your dish, or something that you find people ask for the most?
I mean, people travel far and wide for our steak and cheese egg rolls with chipotle aioli. They're just an indulgent, fried, amazing thing to eat. But I'd say, I don't know, the menu, it's so good. I really can't pick just one, but I'd say that's the one that, like, when we go to our festivals and stuff, if we don't have those, that's what the people get mad about, is not having those, the steak and cheese egg rolls.
And what's a vegan steak and cheese egg roll made of?
A lot of magic, but it tastes really good, yeah.
And do you go out and you just mentioned festivals, do you go out and do a lot of like festivals and events and things like that?
We do. We were takeout only until we expanded into our brick and mortar, so when we were just takeout in our smaller location, we did a lot of that stuff. We were kind of getting our footing in our brick and mortar, but you can definitely expect to see us at Veg Fest and kind of the bigger festivals, and then probably next year, a lot more of the smaller ones as well.
Nice. And Alyssa, you're the cocktail master, the mix master, I guess. Tell us about some of the different drinks that you make.
So we're super excited to launch our drink menu. My personal favorite is a spicy watermelon margarita. It's got a little sweet, a little heat. We have a smoked pineapple old fashioned. We're going to do a salted caramel espresso martini. All of the ingredients are super fresh, made from scratch. It's really clean ingredients. And most of our liquor comes from local companies, which we love because we just love to support small local businesses, keep it in Rhode Island or in New England, especially all of our beers. All of our beers are in New England.
Yeah, it's great to kind of support all the local independent businesses support each other. Huh?
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, we love Rhodium. We love Sons of Liberty, Bully Boy, Newport Craft. So those are just a few.
Yeah. Do you have a lot of fun like creating these concoctions?
Absolutely. That's why I'm here. This is what I do. Yeah, it's really fun to be creative and try new things and try to like push the envelope. And also I get to taste them as I go. So no complaints.
Nothing wrong with that, right? So obviously you guys have brought in some delicious items for me to try. So let's start with this, Michelle. What is this right here?
So this is our tostadas. So we run a taco special. We change it up daily, weekly, and this is one of the specials that we did to make a gluten-free version of taco. So it's a tostada with vegan ground, some mango salsa. Another one has pico on it, lime crema, which is super popular in the restaurant. Everybody loves the crema, some fresh jalapeno and cilantro.
It looks amazing. I'm going to try to not make a mess here and give it a try. Oh God, it tastes so good. What's the sauce on top?
That's a cilantro lime crema that we make in-house.
And what's the base of it? That's obviously not meat.
Yeah, that's actually the same vegan ground. It's a pea and soy protein blend. Yeah, it really imitates similar to what a ground beef would taste like. And we season it with taco seasoning.
And this is a fritter?
That is a gluten-free corn fritter. It's kind of like a little ball of fried cornbread, which is like a dream in itself. And then we serve it with a jalapeno and charred peach dipping sauce to give it a little bit of just a little elevation, a little more of that sweet and spicy that we love so much.
That is so good too.
And that's gluten-free, nut-free, soy-free, sesame-free, kosher, vegan, dairy-free, and it tastes just like what you want it to taste like.
So that's really for everyone who has any kind of
Yep.
allergy or issue. And this looks amazing. This looks so Rhode Island, this dish right here.
Thank you. That's our clam strip po' boy. A nice big roll with shredded lettuce, lots of tartar sauce, clam strips, and Old Bay and garlic butter that you drizzle on top, served with French fries and lemon wedges. It is traditional Rhode Island. We want people to be able to eat the things they thought they'd never be able to eat again after becoming vegan. Yeah. And nailing something like this is definitely what we're all about. When I first made these when I made them for the first time, I was shook at the way that they came out because they're so spot on.
Yeah.
I'm really proud of this dish, to be totally honest. Yeah.
That's so awesome. I'm gonna obviously got to give it a bite. Try here. This is meant to be messy, huh?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh my God, tastes like a clam strip.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you make a vegan clam strip?
We love Old Bay. Old Bay seasoning is a huge part of it, but there's a lot of textures you got to get right and a lot of I always say it's a little bit of magic because when you explain vegan cooking, it can get really convoluted. But it is clean ingredients. It's not like it's all this junk that's making it up. What we use, the protein itself, is a very clean product. But it just takes a little bit of finesse and creativity. So
good. And that was on top. It was a butter.
The Old Bay butter. So it's just some butter with fresh garlic, a little bit of salt, and some Old Bay, and served hot, so you can drizzle it right on top to kind of simulate that dipping seafood in butter.
And in the roll was a tartar sauce.
Yeah, house-made tartar sauce with lots of fresh dill.
And of course, you got to serve it with fries, right? And I love this. You serve it with like the newspaper.
Yeah, the newspaper sheet to kind of give that feel. We love the kind of traditional grabbing clams by the beach energy, but delivering it in a vegan way. So
I love it. All right, Alyssa, we're going to talk about the cocktails here. So I'm going to save. This is almost like a dessert, so I'm going to save that for last. But tell me about this one.
All right, so that one's made with Bully Boy whiskey, which is local. We love them. And we actually infuse some smoke into the pineapple juice, add a little bit of bitters, stir it up just like a classic old-fashioned, and we actually top that with a fire-roasted piece of pineapple.
So interesting, because the name is old-fashioned, but I feel like it's making a comeback, huh?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. People are so into it right now, and you just can't really do wrong by it.
I'm going to give it a sip here. I love that like smoky flavor. Huh?
Absolutely.
And this one looks really summery. Tell me about this one.
So this one is an Aperol kombucha spritz. Again, it's another classic cocktail that we added a little something to. It really hits that focal point for a nice light summery drink. It definitely speaks to the people that we get on Federal Hill. And it's nice and light and refreshing, and we love it.
I'm going to try this one. That's so summery. I love it. This one looks like so much fun. Tell me about this.
I'd have to say this is my personal favorite. This hits all of my personal taste bud excitement zones. So this is the spicy watermelon margarita. You get that little bit of sweet, little bit of heat, and you just can't go wrong with tequila on a summer day. You really can't.
Oh, I love that. You can get that little kick. It's got that kick.
Oh yeah, it keeps you on your toes.
And then this one is so pretty. It looks like dessert.
It's dessert in a glass is exactly what it is. So that is a house-made salted caramel espresso martini. Completely vegan. People cannot believe that we can make an espresso martini that's vegan and this creamy. But we have done it, and we are glad we did.
Oh, yeah. And what's the little candy that's in it?
So that's a little vegan chocolate-covered caramel with a little salt on it.
Nice. Oh my God. That is so good.
I did the same thing when I made it.
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh my God. And these are just some of your creations, huh?
Just a few. They're going to keep on coming, so.
Do you take requests too? If someone says, I want this or I want that?
Oh, absolutely. The possibilities are endless.
That's awesome. Well, what a great, it complements all the great food that you guys have. So, folks want to find you, find about your menu, how to get all your stuff, how do they find you?
Sure. So at piantaveganrestaurant.com. Also, we're super active on socials at Pianta Vegan Restaurant on Instagram. We love to deliver on what you guys want, so we constantly ask like polls and what you guys recommend, and sometimes you'll see your ideas show up in our restaurant. So definitely check us out on both of those to stay up to date with everything we're doing.
That is awesome. And you're located where again?
At 408 Atwells Ave in Providence on Federal Hill.
Yeah, all right. Pianta, you guys, thank you so much. Make sure you check them out. Pianta Vegan Restaurant. They will make you go. Yeah. Very close. Very close. They may make you go vegan too, but they'll definitely make you go.